Swap the war gear. Are we gonna do it or not? Not too sure. It'll be a joke if it's you. Hi Raymond. Hi Albert. Hi Chan Xinjie. Why don't you solo for KVK? Yeah, I did some solo already. But now there's some targets out here. And I think it's early morning in Singapore. So we need get a rally field, so I have to stop whatever I'm doing and assist. Check this out. Packs attack. This is the first time I see packs attack being relevant in our Wonder Wars. So this additional 16% is going to be it'll be quite significant. Let's say it's a multiplicative effect. Well, it's early for Singaporean, right? Especially on a Sunday morning. Most of them are still asleep, man. Like for me, I just woke up. Such a waste of time. Never mind. Wow. Not too sure whether they would like to take our hit. This is Kingdom 197 by the way. Oh, let's see. Yang Ziwei, good morning. Sorry, not gonna show the troop count for now. Wait, just realized something. Ah, now I know what is going on. Where is that thing by the way? Ah, just in case, just in case. What the fuck? As usual, they dodged our attack, so nothing to show. They just literally redrew our troops. Oh wait, I haven't sent troop for this. What the shit? Okay, that works better. Most likely additive, or else at 100% buff that is like 2400%. attack single troop type if multiplative. Yeah, it makes some sense, but the thing is, we don't know. It's just based on logical assumption. Yeah, I think that's logical. If let's say it's multiplative, it's too big. What the fuck? He's online. Sad. Hi, Ali Yaka Dubai. How are you? So it's like this whole KVK, we coordinate in such a way that Ice will be the main person to fight the base, and another rally leader will be the one to rally on everyone that's on in the Wonder Province. So it's more like a double effort. So to keep them busy and distracted. Just now I saw this target, and this target is an example of a typical sick trap, if you guys know. $20 male soldiers. Although the T4 is not like the typical M44 rally trap, right? This amount of T2s is more than enough to trap multiple rallies. It's something that we should not, cannot be reckoned with, man. But too bad. So I assume that he's really online, since it's KVK. So we can't do much unless we will get all our alliances to triple rally on him. But that's a waste of time. He's online. I don't think he's going to take our hit at all. So, I don't know. An Emperor guild can fight a Baron guild plus a few small guild. It's something like this. Well, honestly I have no comments on this. Because ultimately, right, it all boils down to the coordination. Do you know how LH6, the LH series guild, right, how do they coordinate like 16, 17 rallies concurrently? You know, in for us, right, we have the Discord channel, we have the Skype channel to actually have a real-time coordination of when to send the troops. For the China, they have an even better platform. The platform is called YY. Let me show you guys what is that about. It's quite interesting. They use this platform called YY. This one. Okay. So YY is the equivalent of a, it's like a social media platform. Social platform that actually allows you to Skype or random stuff. And it's like a game broadcasting, Twitch stream, talk show, Skype. So in simpler terms, it's like a combination of everything for the Chinese people out there. So that they have this big conference room, right, that they can actually gather more than 100 people together. 100 people together. Real-time coordination. So that's the reason why guilds like LH and some other people, right, they can actually coordinate 17 concurrent rallies. It's because of this. So in future, right, my guild is going to incorporate this within our whole system. So you could actually hear the behind the scenes of how they coordinate. But most probably it will be in Mandarin, in Chinese, so you guys would understand. But at least you'll know what is going on behind the scenes. How they actually coordinate 17, 18 rallies concurrently. Oh, well done. Let's go. There's no pack attack for now. Sorry, I shall not show the troop count for now. What? Oh, okay. I know what to send. Guys, guess the troop count. What are we gonna send for this time round? If you're right, good for you. What the fuck, it's so far. It's a 20 minutes march. Holy. Never mind. Let's speed up. But I will address your question in a moment. Let me see whether I can speed up to the correct time. Well, I guess it's still early in the morning for most of us. We're not even able to feel the rally. Sunday morning. Everyone is like sleeping in like a pig, man. Can a M44 rally trap take 17-18 max out one troop type rally? Seriously? This is more like a hypothetical question. 17-18 rallies max out. It depends. It depends. Aliyaka, it's 3:30 AM here. Then why are you still awake, man? Get some rest. Playing games should be secondary. Well, okay. So Albert 111, you mentioned where's our pack attack, man? $1 million each T4s, and I can do some quick communication for you. But it's more like an estimation. So by no means is 100% accurate, but it's based on my understanding of the mechanics and my draft estimation. So you're saying sucks. Wait a moment first. Let's see whether we can... Are they gonna take our hit in the first place? I have no idea. And probably if gonna hit this at a half field rally, it's gonna be very painful for us. So I don't know. Are we still going to hit? I have no idea. But at least it's good, it's like, although we are not filled, the buff on lobby, right, is pretty much packed with Overlord title and Baronet title. Wow, look at this. They are pulling out their troops. Oh, that's a perfect timing to strike, man. Too bad. It's terrible. Recently got a caster that took 19 rallies with just 900 million. This actually can be done if a guild have a few players helping. Have you tried the Jewels method? You know, definitely it's possible. Holy! You are smart, man. Luckily, he made the wise decision. If you're gonna hit that with a unfilled rally, especially when they actually swap the troop composition within to counter back you, right? This is no joke, man. And we should not underestimate someone like this guy. So although he's not the tier 1 or tier 2 gold champ, right? Which means he doesn't have 85 caster skin, but he's no pushover target because he has still a full gold champ. So a half field rally should not even clash with a target like this. Alamak. Okay. Guess the troop count again. That's quite bad, man. Are you serious? Never mind. So back to the topic, since we are still waiting for this. What's that called? Okay, your question is, let's go one by one. Albert 111 games, 1 million T4s, 300k T3 each, and let's use my most latest version. Okay, let's use this. Wait. Okay, use this is much better. So the question $300k, 7 million T2s only. Okay. You mean this breakdown? Honestly, yes. My answer to you is yes. It can take a full rally hit by a gold champ with this build down over here. Because recently, right, I saw this video, and that guy, you know, the typical rally trap threshold is somewhat around like 24 million each, right? 24 front line and 24 million anti front line. So with that troop count that you mentioned over there, right, it gives somewhat like a 30 million anti front line strength, and that at front line is actually improved based on the reinforcement by your guildmates. So that will be fine as well. It's feasible. Can M44 take 17-18 max rally out of one troop type? Yes. Possible. 19 rallies with 900 million. Yes, it's also possible. All you need is to have the correct gears and strong enough army strength as well as good amount of T2s. 20 rallies is actually not that difficult considering that your base might is already 900 million. Because if let's say you have like that amount, right, you can easily build this amount of troops, and this amount of troops is insane. You know, this kind of troop count, this is a hypothetical troop count, right? This is more than enough to tank. If let's say you have this troop count, come on, man, you can tank 20 rallies easily, man. Easily. Because a typical rally trap, right, all you need is 24 million frontline and the frontline. So if you have 40 million frontline anti-frontline strength, you're gonna tank a rally more efficiently. So 20 plus rallies concurrently should not be a problem unless your gears suck. Alright, unless your gears suck. Then again, there's no comments on that because I don't know whether that gears suck in the first place. What the fuck is this, man? That is a joke. Is he gonna get it filled again? I'm not sure whether this is gonna be a fail one again. I have no idea. He has 1 million reinforced frontline. You can only build troops with a decide formation you're gonna use, and build troops from taking a solo hit to few continuous solo hit sequence until rally at stack taken attack ways of building one. Sorry, I don't understand what you mean. Without T for single rally troop count, please. It's just build all the T2s. Something like this lah. If you don't have T4s, build something like this. 7 million each. I think you should be fine to tank all the at least one rally without any T4s. Wait, what the hell? What the shit? What the fuck? It's not filled again. Yes, Yang Ziwei, you are spot on. You know, the thing is, in a typical rally, right, what matters most is actually two main things: the front line and anti-front line in most cases. That's the reason why when you look at some solo traps, they only build two main troops. They have an infantry front line, and they only have range, infantry and range. So they don't have any cavalry at all. And with that, it's more than enough to be an efficient solo trap. So this means something like this. You know, some typical solo trap, right, is something like this. They don't have anything over here. Perhaps for T3 they have 55k each. Now the important part is their troop count for all this. Solo trap, let's talk about solo trap first. Solo trap, some solo trap they have something like this. Perhaps 3 million grunts and 3 million archers. That's it. They don't have any cataracts. They don't have any T2s, they don't have any T3s. Yet this is more than enough to be an efficient solo trap. Because what matters is about having a front line and having a good anti-front line. Alright, I have some videos example of how this work out. What the fuck? They are pussy leh. Woo! Look at this! I think this is quite embarrassing for them, because check this out. first of all, our rally is not filled. We have only 2.1 million versus their 2.3 million, and we still won them. So it goes to show that stats is still a very important factor. So the troop count is more or less like all mix, so should not plays a very big part at all. Perhaps the only part that plays out is because they have majority cavalry and we have majority infantry. Sorry, range. But this is our... we use main 3 leaders, 3 11k heroes. But their side, although they are gold champ, right? They only have one 11k leader in the troop march itself. So that's an example of a, as I said, right, gold champ, there's 2 different kind. Sorry, there's 3 different kind. That guy, although he's a gold champ, he's not a typical tier 1 gold champ player. Where the hell is he? Eh? Is it this guy? Yeah, this guy. So that's the difference between a full gold champ and a tier 2 gold champ player. 7 stars versus 85 stars. And this 85 stars, to add on to it, the 11k hero and all the stats over here, no doubt the rally is not filled. It should be more than enough to win it. Without T4 single rally troop count, please. Yeah, I show you already. Some players, for example, build infantry at the time. Okay. Widowmaker YouTube has T2 Gladiator 1 million, T3. What do you say? Aliyaka? 20 rallies by CTK family. Yes, I'm aware of it. But it's really possible, as I mentioned. It's not like 20 rallies is not in. It's just very difficult. It means that you must have a certain amount of frontline anti-frontline, probably more than 40 million in above. Alright? As well as a decent gears. Sorry, Yang Ziwei, Line chat. I don't use them. I hardly use them. Time to boost troop alpha. Yeah. Yes. Ganjaman is lobby. As you know, we only have 2 main tier 2 gold champ players. So what the fuck? Wait. Just bear me for a moment. Time to swap troops. Guess the troop count. Hopefully I don't accidentally review any troop count with you. If not, it will be embarrassing, man. Okay. We have swap it. Swap it. full cavalry again? Well, it's up to you to decide. I can't review my troop count now. If you're right, you will see later on, man. Well, for now I couldn't really read all the messages because most of the messages out there is based on certain things, how we send troops, the troop counts and stuff like that. So if you have any urgent matters, just drop me a message. I will look into it later on, but not for now. Unknown member, can you ask a question? Well, sure, of course you can ask a question. But whether I know the answer or not is another thing, right? So your question is what? Aliyaka? T2 Gladiator, T2 1 million. Let's wait. Let's see if we have any rally incoming. Okay, there's no rally incoming. I can do a quick answer on this. It's not going to be that confusing, right? You see, you have 1 million T2s. What? Just 1 million T2s? Are you sure that is enough? You have 2 million infantry. This is your question, Aliyaka Dubai. I don't know what is this. 4 million range. Okay. 2 million calf. 1 million each T-force. Is that what you're referring to? What kind of strange troop count is this? And he lost 700k of his troops and the enemy only survived with 4 troops. Well, it's kind of expected, right? This kind of crap troop count. You know, I'm not a fan of this kind of troop count at all. No doubt this troop count give you a decent frontline anti-flying strength, right? But I noticed if let's say you have majority T3s, it's not really a recommended choice. Because first of all, you kind of inflated your might to the extent that it's much higher than expected. So you people kind of foresee that you have a lot of troops in the first place, right? Because for T3s, it gives you a very big might increase, but the corresponding strength increase is actually not comparable. It's like when you build so much T3s, right, it increases around like just this amount of troops, it gives you like 192 million might, but the strength itself is only giving you, I don't know what, it's not much relative to if let's say you build T4s or T2s. And this is really a strange troop count. I have no idea why he's doing that. So if you have 4 troops surviving, well, I have no comments. Isn't that expected? May I ask why most people mostly T3 as reinforcement instead of T4s? Since T4 will provide more anti-front line. You know, let's put this straight. You know, for normal reinforcement, right? The reason why we get reinforcements for T3s is because we need your allies, your guildmates to soak up most of the infirmary space. So for example, let's say you only have 200k Alright, let's see. And the rest is like 5 million. Let's take it this. Let's say your troop count is something like this. Alright. It gives you a lot of flexibility to have your front line to be either the Royal Guards or the Royal Cavalry. Because let's say if you build too much of your frontline strength, right, you couldn't get a high percentage of the damages to your allies. So with a reinforcement of 1 million, just look at here. Let's say the damage is around 700k. Just take it for example. The percentage of damage to you will only be 16%, because it's based on the proportion of your front line against the total front line strength. So with a reinforcement of 1 million, alright, with a own troop front line of 200k, effectively, let's say you have a damage of like 700k, there's only like 100 plus wounded on your part. So that's the reason why most of the time frontline is always T3s. Because if you want to have a frontline of T4s, it doesn't make any sense, because T4 will never be your frontline at all. IGG mechanics is such that it always hit based on the lowest tier first. So if you clear off all your, let's say your infantry feelings, right, you by default clear off all your Royal Guards, including your reinforcement, followed by all the heroic fighters. So that is how IGG mechanics works. So just bear this in mind. That's the reason why most of us, right, if let's say you're not a rally trap status, you will build something like this. Alright, so that you have you keep your options open of whether you want to swap to Royal Guards frontline or Royal Cavalry frontline. Okay, so now the thing is, why is there certain people that ask for T4 reinforcement? The reason is very simple. It's because they already have insane amount of T2s frontline. Alright? So for people that ask for T4 reinforcement, they do not, the issue is not about tanking the hits, tanking the damages from all the rallies. What's the pressing concern is to actually have a higher damage. So that's the reason why for such people with this kind of troop count, they will get people to reinforce maybe 1 million plus. One more, it'll be like, you get another 1 million. 1 million T4s. So there's no point having people to reinforce you T2s, T3s, since it won't get hit at all and defeat the purpose of soaking out the infantry space, since you already have your T2s at your default frontline. So might as well get your damage up and get more T4s as your backline reinforcement. I got 50 million teeth. Wait. So tomate. I have to check out something first. What? Hey, looks like a delicious target over here. Hey, where did he go? Wait. Look at this! Ice is the only one with the pack attack bonus. That's good. Right, I guess in the time to come, right, you'll get max out pack attack. But not for now. Early in this, like, right after the patch, right, I don't think it's feasible to get max pack attack. Because max pack attack, as I mentioned before, if you want to get it immediately, it's so expensive. Wait, did I even figure out the cost that time? What's the cost to actually max out a pack attack? I think it's somewhat like is it 10k? No. To max out your pack attack, right? Ah, look at this. To max out your pack attack, it's $5,689. That's freaking expensive, man. Why should you spend like $5,000 now? And just one person having that pack attack is not going to play a very big role. So I guess I'll take my time to max it out from the free events, or perhaps maybe only the $5 packs. Nothing more than that. If not, it's, you know, nowadays I don't really invest that much in this game anymore. Hi, Francisco Velas. How are you, man? H is rally. Hi, Roger FCC. How are you? Wait. What the fuck? Why are they not really... Even when it's not filled, right? No one is trying to rally. I think this kingdom is kind of like give up. They give up on us, man. Mind if I link in the chat a YouTube link that shows troop relative strength in a testing? Who the fuck is scouting me? Well, there's so many testing out there that give different results. I have no time to actually go and contemplate all of them and see whether they make sense. But I already mentioned before, my testing, I never say it's 100% accurate in the first place, but by and large it's a close enough. It's a reference point for you to compute. You know, some people actually mentioned the troop strength. Let's go through all the different opinions about this troop strength. Sneaky Tashi. Alright, let's go through the back then. Sneaky Tashi, half a year ago, alright, he mentioned that troop strength is 2.5 times. Alright, Sneaky Tashi. His reference point is T4s, T2s, T4s, T3s, T2s, T1s, right? The increase, the relative strength difference is like T4s is 2.5 times better than T3s, and T3s is 2.5 times better than T2s. That is his initial preliminary conclusion that time. Alright? So back then, half a year ago, like a few months ago, it's my mistake. Partly it's my mistake because I take his words as it is. I didn't go and verify it. So what he actually means is like in terms of health, army attack, and everything, right? Is T4s is always like 2.5 times better than T3s and somewhat like that. But I actually went in to do further testings. Alright, the way I test is a bit more. Okay, let me explain how I do a test to verify this. This is a bit long-winded. The way I test it is the method of my testing. I will briefly explain. If you get it, you get it. If not, it's a bit too chim, so take it with a pinch of salt. Alright. So, as usual, we set out a defender, attacker, everything, all the parameters remain the same. Alright. Everything remains the same. So the only difference is the troops, and we vary the troops such that it reach an equilibrium point. Equilibrium point, alright. But I'm not talking about damage. Maybe damage is slightly different, but in terms of apple to apple comparison, let's say this amount of troops fight this amount of attackers, right? For different attackers, I know the equilibrium point for, at some sense, at different for two different castles, right, it reached. This is a two different castles. So the equilibrium point whereby both the net Q is 0, which means the attacker Q 91, the defender lost 91 troops. So this is my first equilibrium point. Okay. So now we know the amount of T3 troops fighting against this 1K troops, right, is 187. So let's change the T force. So at T force, right, same, this 1K troops, the 1K defender remain unchanged. What changed here is actually the attacker. So the attacker now, instead of sending T3s, 187 T3s, now we send 104 T force, and at this point it reached another equilibrium spot. I make it very precise, such that the net Q is 0 again, and this is the spot. So let me highlight in the color so that you guys will get me so far. This remain the same, 187. Then the T force will be, compared to the T3s, is 104. So by no means my result is 100% accurate, but it's a different approach to verify whether is it correct or not. So it's up to you to decide whether is it relevant or not. So 104 is another equilibrium spot. This 1K still remain unchanged. Now it comes to T2s. Defender 1K remain unchanged, but now the equilibrium spot is now 339. Alright. Okay. That's the thing. So with all these results we have on hand, right, we could kind of come out with a computation of what is a T1, T2, T3's relative strength in terms of like apple to apple clashes. Let's say you have 1000 T3's, how much T force is enough to actually fight back and win them? That's my comparison point. So that's the way I come up with my results. But the thing is, I realized something. This testing, right, is assuming both of them are clashing together with each other, and assuming all of them are actively attacking each other, with some losses along the way and stuff like that. But you know, in rally traps, right, most of the time this might not be that applicable because most of them will be in the back line, not having any direct hits on them, so they will be the back line shooting, and that's when there's certain amount of like discounted the figures you have to plug it in. So that's a very detailed testing. It's like within the anti-front line itself, you have to incorporate some discount factor, some multiplication to actually increase it, because the damage will be slightly more in the sense that it's not a direct clash. I think it's getting a bit more confusing. I don't know how to explain in a better way. But by and large, if let's say you use the updated version I have over here, it won't go too far. Alright, it won't go too far. Obviously, there's some others calculation out there that say, hey, come on guys, it's 0.5 times, it's 0.5 times more, stuff like that. Well, if let's say it's 0.5 times, how about let's say you clash them together? The result will be different again. So there's so much variables out there. Alright. So for me, personally, right, I think this is the closest answer, because I have so much example of rally traps I encountered from M44, my OAO guild. I verified based on actual amount, actual rally tank, and I actually went through all their troop counts, and this is my conclusion so far. Wait, what else are there, man? Haha. Is this a new target? Hey, I remember this guy. Ataka Loco. What a joke, man. This guy was used to be in my I even have his troop count. That was so long ago, man. 5 months ago, this guy was trolling my previous guild, OCS. And his troop count is like majority T3s. So, but it's more like a troop hoarder. Let's whack it. Oh ho 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 ho. Hi. 你好. Wait. Hey guys out there, if you guys see any target, okay, let's say in the range of like around 300 million to 800 million might in Kingdom 197, alright, please post the coordinates in the chat. I'll see if we can rally on them. Do me a favor, guys. If not, it will be just a gay day of Alama. It's just a day of like. That's the reason why solo KVK is much more interesting as compared to a KVK like this. So probably after a few, if let's say there's no other targets, right, I will call it a day. Since there's not much that I can show you guys for now, there's no rallies, it's more like a waiting game and finding opportunity along the way. Alright, so well, I give it like another 5 minutes or so. I will cut this stream. 1 second, let me get something. Yes, multiple KVK is much better. Whoa, wait. Talking about this, I realize I've yet to get my troops healed from the last attack, man. Can I get a bang here? Ah, fuck, 16 million. Never mind. I guess I'll get it healed later on. Maybe for now, what I could do is... Come on, guys. What research should I go next? Should I go for sigils? Should I max out my army leadership? Because for now, right, I've yet to max out my army leadership at all. But I realized, right, let's say you want to be more efficient, the maximum amount of like improvement for your account. I personally think that going for all this is much better. Alright. Just this itself, it gives you 15%. Alright. And another 15% for health, as well as 15% for defense. So all this could add you a lot of things. And not to say all the Fury stats increment. I don't know. I am a Casa Trap 87 million. Well. Can you give me your coordinates? Come on, man. Give me your coordinates, man. Keep my troops alive. You know, Toxic Shark, there's certain people out there that actually are kind of crazy. So even they know you are a trap, they will just hit you. Just picture this. when you are face up against overlord that don't really care whether they get trapped, and most of the trap, right, I kind of know that what kind of frontline you are, so they will send a max troop 3 or 4 big rally leaders. For example, right, I don't know, let's take for example, trap sometimes could be vulnerable. Let's say lobby as well as ice and all the alliances go champ, they just pot in, alright, with full troop march against your front line. Even you are trapped, right, at the 5th hit, probably you'll get burned. So yes, we'll lose a lot of chilies along the way, but it's still something that you must be careful about, because all this is possible nowadays. You know for rally coordination, right, LH6, you know why LH guild, they are able to coordinate 20 rallies concurrently? As I mentioned earlier in this video, right? LH6, they can coordinate so many rallies. I think now, right, they can coordinate up to 25 rallies is possible. Let me explain. You know, there's a Discord channel, a China Discord channel that is called the YY. I actually explained just now. So this channel YY, right, is an up and growing channel. It's a combination of like Skype, YouTube, Twitch, a big conference. It's like a very big conference area for you to gather all the players in. It's not exclusive for China players as well. It's not exclusive for China players. All the different guilds. You can be from any countries. It's just that the reason why they don't use Discord and the rest of the function, right, probably is because they do not have the access rights, because due to the internal China firewall. Probably that's the reason. Internal China firewall. They have this firewall thing, so they end up using this YY thing. Just YY app, and this YY app, right, apparently is, I don't know, it's something that I just come to know about recently, and I realize it's very good. That conference call, that conference room, right, can get 100 rally leaders, 100 people concurrent online, and just imagine a conference of 100 plus people. All of them can talk together. Alright, with only the main rally leaders being the one that allows you to talk, setting the right timing. So 17, 18 rally leaders will be there saying, okay, now is the time to release your timer. That's the reason why such thing is possible. Alright, 20 rallies concurrently. This is something that English guild have to bear in mind how China players do it. Right? It's kind of sick. And just a heads up, very soon our guild will be doing something like this. So you can hear some behind the scenes of how we coordinate 20 plus, 30 plus rallies, if let's say we have that amount in the first place, right? I don't know whether I should put forth and let you guys hear the behind the scenes. Maybe the R4 will not be agreeable with that. Maybe it's just within my guild. I don't know of how they coordinate such things. What the fuck? Oh yeah, back to my research. Wait, what the hell is my research? I want to be a trap but don't have money for it. I'm just a Casus 20 and with 37 million. Well, you can be a solo trap. You can be a solo trap. You know, for solo trap, all you need to do is to have this troop count. What the fuck? Solo trap? Come on, it's not that difficult to be a solo trap, right? But I'm not talking about rally trap lah, because rally trap, obviously you need more than that, right? Alright, so solo trap, come on, easy peasy, you just get this troop count. Not 25 million. Just get a troop count like this. In fact, T3s you don't even need a single troop, but I think you just put in for fun lah. This troop count, honestly, this is check and verify. It's able to trap some decent amount of players out there, but obviously not players like with a tier 1, tier 2 gold champ. But by and large, you can trap most of us with this kind of troop count, and it's not going to be that expensive for you to build there, to be honest. Oops. Okay, so just build this. Yes, I mean farm talents. I have a troop count of 1.4 million T4s, in 1 million T4 range, cavalry, 500k ish. What? What? I will address your question in a moment, man. I don't want to get my... might as well just do this. Waste my time. Aww. Declare war against us ah. Niabo. 放马过来。I'm just wondering, are there any Chinese audience out here? Or most of you are just here because I speak in English? I'm wondering if I should change my... What the fuck? Look at this! Yummy, yummy, someone is gonna rally on us. Let's see. This guy gonna rally on us. Well, I don't know whether... I shall not say whether our guildmate is online. It's up to you to decide whether he's online. Look at that. Trying to rally on us. Sorry, this document is internal copyright. Too bad. What? I know some Chinese. Hi, 4. Wait. Are they even trying to rally on us? I have no idea. Most probably it's gonna be a troll rally. See, no one is joining this Mr. Robot. What the fuck? No one is joining them. So oh, there's a lot of YouTube channels out there that's very they have a lot, but most of them is Taiwan channel. I think China players, the access rate for YouTube is kind of restricted. They use other platform, so mainly those audience, right, are from Taiwan. But the Taiwan pool of lots mobile players is a lot. It's a lot. In fact, I kind of think it's more than the English people out here. Many Cantonese but little Mandarin. 我唔知道啊，講咩？ My Cantonese sucks eh. I only can sing some Cantonese song, but by and large my Canto is like 6:30. 1:36就是kind of Which is the best solo trap composition for pay to play spender and the gears for the trap? Well, the best solo trap. Come on, there's no such thing as best solo trap composition. What I can say is the most recommended trap based on certain assumption, because it depends on the mannerism of that kingdom. Let's say that kingdom is most of the rally leaders there are strong in infantry or strong in cavalry and stuff like that. That is when you fine tune the troop composition. So assuming it's random and you have no idea what kind of troops they normally send, alright, you have no idea of their their attacking tendency. Then again, send this troop best solo trap composition, right? Pay to play spender. Then just do something like that lah. I think something like this is decent. 3.5 each. In fact, whether you got T1s, T2s, T3s, right? It's not really important. It's not really mandatory. It's just for you to actually reinforce your guildmate occasionally. So, like this lah. Should be enough. I'm serious. This is more than enough. But it's also depending on your damage. Let's say. Then again, this will vary depending on your stats. Let's say your average stats is around like 300%, your inf range cuff. Then that is around the range. Let's say it's lesser, you have to pump up accordingly. So you have to fine tune accordingly based on the stats. And let's say you have a gold champ. If you are a gold champ player at a solo trap status, then you don't even need so much in the first place, because even at maybe 1 million plus, right? For gold champ players with this kind of troop count, it's more likely to able to tank a solo hit. So there's so much variables involvement in here. Wait. Did he just hit him? No, I don't think so. That's a long question, Albert. Okay. For the minimum amount of T4s you can have with 300k T3s, what? You're asking what's the minimum amount of T4s needed, right? To tank a rally hit from no champ with some gold gears. Assuming you get right reinforce. Well, it's okay. Which means I will recommend something like this. Let's say, I'm sure most of us couldn't afford to be a rally trap, but it's fine. The cheapest troop composition to tank a rally, not saying a gold champ rally, because gold champ rally probably you need to shield or get more troops. You'll get something like this, like this. But once again, this is very subjective. Because when you say tank rally, it's either, are you referring to just able to win the rally or to eat up the rally? Because for you to tank the rally is easy, but for you to eat up the rally is a separate thing. Alright? You know, I have guildmates with this kind of troop count, right? This kind of troop count, they are able to win the rally, but they are not able to eat up the rally. Take for example, a troop count like this. A troop count like this, right? You could even win the rally against a noob rally leader. I'm not kidding. This troop count, because by and large, right? If you get 1 million reinforcement over here, 1 million reinforcement over here. Let's say you are infantry frontline, correct? Infantry frontline, and your, sorry, I have to include this. Some anti frontline over here, 2 million. Okay, let's say your troop count is something like that. You can still win, but you'll never be able to eat out the whole rally trap, the whole rally tank, because your in totality your frontline anti frontline strength is kind of too weak. Alright, it's too weak for you to be even able to be a efficient rally trap status to eat up everything. But you still can be you're still able to tank the rally. Not saying you to eat up the whole rally. Sorry, I think use this is better. Okay. Let's use this. my estimation, to safely say to be a tank rally, right, you need something like this. I would say something like that. Yeah, this is the safest bet. That's cheap, efficient for you to build, and get people to reinforce your royal guards, reinforce your royal cavalry T3s, because as long as the damage, right, is not more than 1 million. Let's say your damage taken is like 950,000 against a non-champ players. 23% of the bad damage will be taken up and soaked up by your rally teammates, your allies. So you will only have 219,000 wounded. So with this amount of wounded, right, all you need is like 6 to 7, like around 7 or 8 infantry. It's more than enough for you to be in the safe zone, which means you won't have any raids at all because your wounded is only 200 plus K, alright? And the no doubt the damage is 900k because more than 80%, around like 80% of the damage, right, is taken up by your reinforcement. That's the reason why I say your own front line should be as low as possible, so that your teammates, your allies, your reinforcement will soak up higher percentage of the hits. That's long story short. But this troop count is only for tanking against the rally leaders that, as you mentioned, it's not the Gold Champ rally leaders, because Gold Champ rally leaders once again is you need more, because the hit by them is so freaking painful. Do you know the max? Let's say you hit by a tier 1 rally leader. You know, for tier 1 rally leader, tier 1 and tier 2 rally leader, do you have any idea what is the max stats? Max stats is insane. This is insane. Alright? Bearing in mind that the max stats of the max sieges 3s will give you additional 25%, right? The talents, I don't go through the details but I will tell you what's the max stats for now. For now, the max stats. The max stats for pure infantry attack, right, is 910% plus 383% army attack. So in total, infantry attack itself, if let's say you are tier 1, tier 2 champ leader, it can go all the way up to 1,293%. 1,293% in pure infantry attack. Do you have any idea how sick is this? This is a damage just based on pure stats of your infantry attack plus your army attack. This is the max stats. So champ, tier 1, tier 2 champ rally leaders, right, if let's say they hit you, rally on you, it's something that it's no pushover, man. They are no pushover. So you need more stats, because by default, right, most of the rallies out there, 90% of them are non-gold champ, right? So their stats probably will be around like 500%. If they are, so it's like around 2.5 times better. Alright, for full gold champ, it's 2.5 times better. So that is a very, very big difference. So that's the reason why when I recommend troop count, it depends on who is the one rallying on you. If let's say a typical non-gold champ, well, this is sufficient, right? But the thing is, if you up against a crazy gold champ, tier 1, tier 2 guy, right, this probably won't be enough. Trust me, it's not gonna be enough, because their stats is insane. Insane. Well, I'm going to cut this stream soon, because I need to go for a lunch break. So anyway, there's not much targets up here. It's a boring KVK as usual. boring KVK, and all we are doing is like holding the base, and no one is actually up against us at all. Look at this. Isn't that unfortunate? There's nothing much I can say. Dismiss or T1s? It depends. It really depends. I would say don't dismiss or T1s, because T1s is still quite efficient for you to send for gathering resources, since they are the fastest troops out there. The thing is, if let's say you just bear in mind that T1s, if you get a tank by rally hit, right, probably you get burned for the first time. So you must be aware of the pros and cons of having T1s. T1s, they die faster, so probably the first few hits, most of them will die, and you lose the first few hits. But T1s still contribute a certain amount of strength and damage overall, so it's up to you. But let's say you want to be a pure good rally trap, then I would say T1s is not recommended. T1s is not recommended. Wait, did I even have something? Fuck, I don't even know where I put it. But never mind. I guess I have streamed more than enough. Wow, I have been streaming for 1 hour plus. It's time for me to take a break, and that's it, man. So hope you guys enjoy this stream and have a great Sunday, great weekend, and have a good Sunday. Alright. Thanks so much for tuning in, and 中国人、华人，谢谢观看我的频道，有缘的话再见。Alright, good luck, goodbye guys.